We can start? Alrighty. Hello everybody. Welcome to this round of 64 match. We will be going between Kaleesy Pura and Alsuntia. I hope I didn't pronounce those names too wrong, sorry. Yeah, so this is actually going to be a pretty anticipated match, I think, because looking at the seedings, Kale is seeded 31st and Alsuntia is seeded 34th, so definitely gonna be interesting to watch. So yeah, and also, casters today is myself and Kitsuka. Would you like to say hello?
Yep, hello everyone. Yeah, welcome, as you said, welcome to this match, which is probably going to be very close, so stay tuned for this one.
Yeah, and going off what he said, this definitely will be close. I'm looking at these qualifier scores, and it looks like both players are relatively consistent throughout. Kaleesy is definitely looking strong on the DT and Hard Rock side, which is kind of expected. And Alsuntia looks like they're more comfortable with Hidden and Double Time as well, actually. It looks like their Hard Rock and Nomad were a little bit lower, but not by that much either. So, I mean, leaves a lot of room. And honestly, I could see this match going both ways. I don't really have a prediction. I don't know who would take this one. So we'll just have to watch and see. But yeah, any thoughts on this, Kitsuka?
I do think that what you said was pretty correct. If I had to choose a favorite in this match, it's very difficult considering how close in terms of level both players are. We could especially see that in the seeding, where they're like 4 or 3 places across. Like they're very, very close in terms of level. So honestly, I do think Kaleesy Pura has a slight edge, and I'm not saying that because I'm French, because I do really think that she has a slight advantage for me. You said Alsuntia was also pretty good with double time, you said, but I think that it's gonna be. I think this mod would be slightly in favor of Kali, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Kaleesy, I think plays a lot of high AR DT, if I remember correctly, right? Like AR 9.4 DT and stuff like that, I've seen. I'm curious to see how they feel with this DT in this DT, because it's like AR 7.
I do think since they're both pretty good with double time, and considering how for now the double time maps are relatively easy, it's gonna be interesting to see how they're going to fare against each other.
Yeah, totally. I definitely agree with you on that. And also just, we're going into some warm-ups here. I'm not entirely sure if it's 1 or 2 warm-ups, but yeah, we have a warm-up with Alsun taking Easy and Kaleesy, sorry, I'm saying that wrong, I think, but taking Nomad.
That's fine.
Why? Alsun put Easy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. This is a very interesting choice for a warm-up.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
We could help with Nomad too or something, like with these, you know, easy, like making the fruits more hard to catch, I don't know, getting more reading ability, I don't know, maybe helping with the reading for like a pretty tough warm up there, but Yeah, it's a convert. Nice little warm up and good score from both players for what they were doing. I mean, hey, 9 miss on easy. That's pretty cool. Probably would have like 20 missed that. Or 100 missed. I don't know. But now we'll see if there's another warm up. I'm not sure if 2 warm ups are submitted or not. Oh, it looks like there is, and Kaleesy's putting on.
Okay.
It looks like DT. I didn't. That's interesting. But I do think that would probably serve as a good warm up because, I mean, at least for me, I don't know for other players, but warming up DT before a tournament it really helps me because if I play DT without warming that up, then I get with the nerves and everything and the extra catcher speed, I tend to miss a lot more. So I need to get used to that speed.
Yeah, it's pretty true, and I think especially I know this map. I think I've played this map in like a tournament for fun with friends with double time, and it's a pretty good double time map as well. So
Yeah, this looks like I mean, Sekai map, and I used to double time a lot of Sekai maps. They tend to be more on the comfy side, I think, with his mapping. So, I definitely can see why this is a nice little DT map. Air 9.9 with DT, it seems. I think this is a good warm-up to showcase Kaleesy's ability to play DT. I mean, doing actually really good combo right now for warm-up. Oh, looks like there is a little bit of lag, but unfortunately, Kaleesy misses, but still, good performance from both players right now. I mean, getting the nerves out of the way and everything, it's what we want. Alrighty. Looks like this warm-up is coming to an end. Honestly, like really impressive performance from both players. I mean, Kale, 98% on that map, which it looks pretty tough. With DT, that's an 8 miss. That's really impressive. And Alsuntia doing easy DT, I could never do that. So that's amazing on its own, honestly. But yeah, now we're going to get into the roles, and we will see who wants to pick or ban first and what's happening and everything. So we'll get to that shortly.
Kaleesy won the roll with 65 and Alsuntia rolled 8.
Yep. So Kaleesy will pick, it seems, and that means Alsuntia will ban first.
Yeah, I see to the ban double times. Okay. Yeah, I mean, considering what happened here at the warm-ups, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think, going off what you said, I think that Alsuntia just knows that Kaleesy is really, really confident on DT, and so I think that is probably a good ban from them, because it seems like they're able to carry their weight on other maps, and this might be something that they struggle with. So it's good to get that one map that you're really uncomfortable with out of the way, especially against the person that you know will most likely be more comfortable on it. So good ban there.
Gonna be banning Numon in what? Numon not ban. Kali, it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Nomad 1, I've been actually seeing this as a little bit of a trend, people banning Nomad 1, and I think that's because we've been seeing a lot of seed upsets lately, and I think we're seeing a lot of lower seed players beating higher seed players on these Nomads, because they're honestly a little coin flippy in my opinion, especially like Nomad 1, for example, because it's at a level where I feel like even a player that is not maybe technically as good as another player, they still have just like, it's an equal playing field in my opinion. So I think that it's a good like map to ban because it can really go both ways. So yeah, and DT is going to be picked first. GT1.
Sure. So Oshikazu no Rin, Silent double times, so AR7 double time. So it's pretty. AR 7.2 actually, but it's pretty close, so it's not gonna matter much. It's not very hard to read, like it's not super high AR, so considering the two players here, it should be fine for them.
Yeah, I think that both players will do just fine, just based on qualifier scores. This map is not too bad. I played it a little bit earlier on. It's really just, in my opinion, if you can control the platter when it's smoothing faster with DT, then I think you honestly could do pretty good on this map. So that's about it. There's not that much else that I remember being too hard about the map.
Like, if people can have like double time platter in their top plays, then obviously double time style it's gonna be pretty easy.
Here we go, right into GT1. Can't tell who won that spin, because it's going back and forth, so maybe it equals now? I don't know. But, yes. Players about to reach that thing with a combo mark. Both of them holding into SS's, so I mean, kind of expected from these closely seated players to be playing pretty similarly. And like I said, both players seem to be pretty comfortable in DT, so I don't think this will be too much of an issue.
We're a third of the map left already, no mistakes from either player. break there. Nothing really differentiating the two.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think it could even come down to act or spin.
Kaleesy missing there.
That is definitely going to shift the lead over to Alsuntia, who's still able to hold on to that SS full combo. So, Kaleesy is going to really have to hope that Alsuntia finds a miss soon, because the map is coming to the 3/4 mark, and they do have this hit. So that's going to start shifting the lead back to Kaleesy, actually. That's gonna switch it over.
Yeah. Now,
as
Kaleesy is in the lead.
Yes, as she is above that 200 combo mark, making that
And Alsuntia misses again. So yeah, it's definitely for Kaleesy now. But as expected, a very close point, but yeah, it's gonna be won by Kaleesy.
Yeah, that was honestly throughout basically the whole map, just right next to each other, same score, going back and forth. Like, that was very good performance from both players. Unfortunately, Alsuntia just wasn't able to finish that little last section and found another miss, actually, which kind of further solidified Kaleesy's win there. But overall, good job to both players. And now we're going
Alsuntia's
into
gonna pick HR1. I don't know if that's surprising or not. I mean, if you've learned the map, I guess you can have enough confidence to pick it.
Yeah, I agree with this. I think that Alsuntia is very comfortable in Hard Rock based on their scores. I mean, Kaleesy is as well, but just judging off the qualifier scores, I think this is going to be one of those mods that they're going to be very consistent with. Probably maybe even practiced it more. So this is definitely a good retaliation to that first point that Kaleesy took.
Both players are gonna be playing hidden HR, and there we go. I think I'm not sure. I do think Alsuntia is a she, but I'm not gonna assume anything.
Sorry about that. Had to step back. There's a dog barking, so I had to mute myself. Yeah, classic neighbor dog barking 2 barks per second.
Well, for now, both players hitting 200 combo.
Yeah, it looks like both players opting in for hidden as well.
Yeah.
I would say that, I mean, I don't know about you, but I would say that this map is pretty tame in terms of Hard Rock. As you can see here, I think it really focuses more on fast reaction, especially if you haven't practiced the map too much, and more so memory, if I had to guess. There's not a lot of density here, so some of these jumps may pose to be hard for players that don't play Hard Rock that much.
Terrible with HR, but I think that for this level of competition, it's perhaps rather harmless. I think we're gonna be seeing very much more intense hard maps later, yeah, but oh
my gosh, that
and
came down to a spinner
it's gonna be,
battle.
yeah, it's gonna be a spinner battle, and Kaleesy won that.
Yeah, both players SSing, so I mean,
Yep.
that shows how close in skill these players are, really. Both players able to SS that is really good, and unfortunately for Alsuntia, they were not able to spin the same amount as Kaleesy, so Kaleesy is going to take that point. And just for people that don't know, if you look at that score difference, that's all based on spinner there, and it goes to show how important spinning is in tournaments sometimes.
You gotta catch your bananas.
Definitely. We actually have seen a lot of matches going in the opposite direction because of spins, so for other players, you definitely want to look out for that. Maybe practice spinning a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna go with 8 short 2, picked by Kaleesy. All the 8 shorts have been picked. This one, I'd say is slightly harder, just barely.
This is a relatively short hard rock, so players are gonna have to play at their ultimate best because one miss could really mess things up. Judging on how they're playing.
Both 8 shorts this run are actually pretty short, so they're about the same length. They're like 1 minute 50 seconds.
Kaleesy's gonna win that spinner battle there, so I am not sure if there's another spinner in the map, so if they do end up SSing, comboing again, then hopefully, yeah.
I wonder if common for both players and everything's going just fine. It's like half of the map.
Yeah, we're already halfway through the map, pushing that third quarter mark rather fast, and both players are showing no signs of missing here, so already wondering if it's gonna go down to that spinner. Oh, but both players miss.
Both missing at the same time. So.
Both players are missing at the same time, so it's going to stay basically the same in terms of score difference here. It's still gonna flicker back and forth. I saw that jump and I was like, I don't know. That's a pretty scary jump to hit. So. It's coming down to the spinner, and it looks like
Kaleesy.
Yeah.
Still holding on to the lead. I don't know if she did a better spinner this time, but still with her 2 spinners, she was better than Alsuntia.
Yeah, that spinner. So far, we're seeing Kaleesy looks like she can spin pretty well and knows some of the spins for these maps, so that's definitely proving to be useful here because a lot of these maps are extremely close.
For now, we've seen very, very close points. It's either down to spinners or like 1 miss.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I will say that now we're out of Hard Rock, and it's going to be bad for Alsuntia, as that's one of their more comfortable mods. But we're going into No Mod now, No Mod 4, and I believe this one has one jump, if I can remember, that is like pretty cursed, and I can imagine players missing it. So, other than that, I don't think it's too bad.
Out of the two no-mod converts, it's slightly more difficult, but I do think that for the most part, rather harmless, except yeah, a few close jumps, but other than that, it's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, this one is also a short map too, so it could be similar to the last match. Oh,
whoa!
Kaleesy finding an early miss there. That definitely did not look tense. That might have just been like nerves or something. That was pretty early on, but I guess that's better than later on the map.
Yeah, it's always misses like that are always heartbreaking. It's like I think she was had a good placement, but she just stepped too early to her right, so she missed the last note of like a stack. It's always pretty unfortunate, but she can always recover. I mean, both players are at 200 combo right now.
Yeah, if I remember, this map had a few placement sections that were a little tough, and you do really have to time them properly. But yeah, maybe Kaleesy's gonna have to capitalize on that one hard section I mentioned, and hopefully that will be an opportunity for her to come back here. Yeah, this is some of the streams I was talking about, but definitely have to time and control your platter movement very precisely here. The player's doing fine though.
Oh, Kaleesy missing again.
Oh yeah, I think that was the jump I was talking about.
Yeah,
oh no.
Yeah, even
that
though
might have been it.
Even though she missed, yeah, it's gonna be a win for her.
That's going to be a win for Alsuntia. First point against Kaleesy, so it's going to be 3-1 now. Very close match still. I mean, 2 misses from Kaleesy. Yeah.
Okay, next pick for Kaleesy. Honestly, Kaleesy gonna be picking hit, so the low AR hidden.
That's the one that I've heard a lot of people expressing their dislike for. I actually never played this one, so I don't know why, but maybe it's just AR8 hidden haters, I'm not sure, but that's an interesting pick against Alsuntia, who is definitely seeming to be very confident on hidden, so I'm curious, maybe Kaleesy feels confident enough and wants to get like one of Alsuntia's strengths out of the way. That would be very good for her if she did win this. So I could see that being a reason why she picked it.
I don't understand how that would be a good reason in any situation. But yeah, like you're not here to. I don't understand. You're not here to pick like You're not here to pick what the other wants. I mean,
that is true as well. I mean, I think in the sense that if Kaleesy were to win something that the other player is strong at, then that is very beneficial because that player won't have that many strong suits to pick. But they're finding misses there. Actually, Kaleesy is currently winning as
Kaleesy,
Alsuntia found
also
another miss.
Kaleesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you want to win picks that would be good for your opponent, then just wait for your opponent to pick them. I don't really see the point in seeing what your opponent's good at. Seems a bit counterproductive, but well, Kaleesy gonna find this to look like it. Looks like it's paying off for Kaleesy, but yeah.
Oh, kind of missed there.
Miss for Kaleesy. But Alsuntia's gonna miss just after. And another miss from Alsuntia.
Yeah, Kaleesy's still on top because Alsuntia found another miss there at that little cross-screen jump. So at the end of this map, we'll see. Oh,
Kaleesy.
Starting to lead.
I don't think it's gonna be enough. There's not enough map left for it to really matter. And it's gonna be a 4th point for Kaleesy with a match point.
Yeah, and that is going to be really good for Kaleesy, I think, because getting that hidden out of the way, especially hidden 2, which is that looked very hard to read and hit some of those jumps. I think getting that out of the way is very good. And now Kaleesy's really sitting at 4 points here, very confident, and there's still a lot of maps that I think she's comfortable on left. So we'll have to see what Alsuntia does to retaliate here. But yeah.
Under the sky.
It's gonna be the map 3, okay. Well, that's the consistency convert.
Yeah, and this map is 3 minutes long as well, so lots of room for back and forths. Here we go into the final, possibly the final match of the match between these two, map of the match, and yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I think
possibly.
Yeah, I think Kaleesy's pretty strong in comments. I don't know Alsuntia that well as a player, so I cannot really comment on that. But yeah.
Alsuntia did win the previous convert, but it was a bit different convert type. So this one's slightly more jumpy than the previous convert, which was a bit more of how your placement was. A stronger cover. It's pretty, as you said, pretty long map too, so yeah, there's time to catch up with any of the misses.
Really strong start right now, showing no signs of stopping, so actually another close round here. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we are third of the map for now, and both players 100% even eating those streams quickly. Oh, and both are gonna be missing at the same time with the exact same accuracy. But Kali is gonna find another miss. It's gonna be very difficult.
Oh wow, yeah. That second miss is going to shift the lead to Alsuntia. Yep, has a little bit more of an advantage here with the combo. But finds a miss, actually.
Oh. Yeah, so now it's
gonna go towards...
I think this...
oh, it's still close. Oh my god.
It'll be very close. Yeah, it's gonna go to Kaleesy.
As long as she doesn't find a miss here, then it should be a good point. Yeah, and it is. Wow. So that was an extremely close match there. Both players basically the same act, same misses, but Kaleesy is going to take that point, which is the last point for her to win the match. So that will be a win for Kaleesy. So good job in performance there. I mean, to be honest with you, throughout this match, both players were very similar, very close scores. Some of them coming down to spinners. So
considering what happened in this match, both players I think deserve to go by, but ultimately Kaleesy just slightly better, especially with spinners and having also slightly less misses, but like 1 or 2 misses less than Alsuntia probably. So yeah, pretty close match, but Kaleesy Pura is gonna stay in bracket, and Alsuntia will now go to the losers bracket, so Alsuntia is not eliminated. She can still come back.
Yep,
and yeah, that's gonna be it for this match.
I mean, anything, I think overall, really good performance from both players there, and it was a very close match. I think that, like you said, Alsuntia definitely has a good chance to do good in the losers bracket against some of the other players there, especially as these rounds ramp up a bit. But yeah, I mean, that is going to conclude this match, so unless you have anything else to say, I guess we can end it here.
Yep. Yeah, we can, I guess we can say that there's a match at 15 UTC, but I don't think it's streamed, at least there's no streamers there, so I don't think it's... Okay, it will be streamed, so 15... Yeah, Yao's Revenge is gonna be streamed at 15 UTC, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, gonna go now.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Bye bye.